Hey guys, TakuyaSugi here, and right now I'm gonna revisit D'Artagnan, and that's because I missed several things with my last video, and I might demo a couple of combos if I'm not being like fail mode tonight. So yeah, let's get started. So first of all, what I missed is I could say like with the hold D, I said you can step back, move forward, like, but you can actually go all directions pretty much. Like you can go forward and forward. To the side, kind of like a samurai a little bit, but you know, it's got a little bit more delay than samurai would. So if, like you would end up dashing instead of doing like a bait, you couldn't lead into a basic attack too easy because you need to let that window to do the dash run out. So like a strategy you might do with that, like say there's a opponent right there and there's Dev K right there. So if I use D'Artagnan, I can go bam and bam and stab the other guy who's right here too. Or maybe there's someone like coming up from behind, like right here, but while I'm attacking him, and maybe I'll be hitting him and hit the other guy while he's coming at me from that direction. And with both of these attacks, there's a little trick you can do. You can always do the dash off that. So like maybe you stab this guy, step back, and go stab Dev K. Like there's a guy right there. Let's try and get it right. Maybe there's a guy right here, and there's Dev K right here, hypothetically. And you step do that, and then you can follow up with an air dash to knock Dev K down and turn your attention to this guy. So yeah, I'm a little bit fail right now, so I didn't get it too good. But you get the point. You get the point. So one thing I missed, and I guess I'll demo it in this little combo here, is the air trigger for the weapon skill. And so let's start a little combo and demonstrate it. So, and with your combos, you want to do that little dash for that little bit of extra damage off your air juggles. So yeah, do a little dash. And as you saw with the weapon skill, it picked them up from the ground and put them in a faint state. So look at that damage right there. So I took him all the way from here and edged him all the way over there with just the weapon skill and the trinket. As long as you get that charging hold D off, you do a hold D on your run there. That's how you get it going. So yeah, that's his combo right there. That's one of those combos. There's a couple variations you can do. Let's demo a couple of things we missed first before we get into that. So let's get our robot friends out. Alright, giant robot, do your work. So there's your air recovery, your helmet. If you'll look in the right direction here. So yeah, it works like a TKM helm. You can double jump, so it'd be useful for like avoiding things like horn or E-shock, things you would normally fall into off your break fall for TKM helm. And so yeah, it's a nice helm. It seems like you can do it maybe 2 times before the cooldown's out. It has a cooldown, but that's okay. But here's one drawback I learned from Dawn, or she told me about. As you can see there, I floated over the edge and I was mashing my jump button as hard as possible. You cannot use it over an edge, so it's kind of a bummer that you can't save yourself from an edge with this. Well, you could if you were like right here, but if you're like over here, you can't use your helmet to recover. So it's kind of a bummer. Oh, did I do the trinket already? Let's see. We'll do it now. So as you can see with the trinket, you can get up off the ground with it, or knock people while you're on the ground. Do a little juggle off it. So yeah, maybe that'll be your juggle starter right there. So there's your use for the trinket. It's a handy tool, and the helmet's handy. And so let's do a quick combo variations. You saw the one combo, so I'm going to try and do a little something different here. I guess we'll start off with the weapon skill here, like 1, 2. I stop at 5, even though you can do 6. So there's a quick combo off the weapon skill. If you maybe you can't get this all the time. Maybe you can't get that because that's blockable, and so you might not be able to get that as a juggle starter. But you can get the weapon skill, and there you go. Here's you another guaranteed starter. Maybe if you can't get the basic stacks off a good defender, you can start your armor, do a weapon skill, dash, trinket, dash again. And there's your about the same damage, so you wasted your armor skill though for that, but I mean damage to damage, especially if you're close to an edge, you might want to get that weapon skill off the armor, and especially if you're close to an edge, here's one thing you want to remember, like if Dev K is like really close, let's say the edge is over here or something, if I feint him, you want to follow up with that whole D, because look at the distance it covers. Like he went all the way over here from like here, so I mean that's a great potential edge tool. And you can use that as your edging tool for basically anything. So let's kind of demo that. So let's say I can catch him off that, he went far. Catch him again off that, he went far. Hit him again, dash. And of course I missed that part, but usually if you time it good, you can get the second hit off. And he'll travel decent ways, but I'd recommend my first combo there. So yeah, that's a couple combos. Oh yeah, you got this. In case you got someone with a tiger tail, maybe you wanna use your weapon skill, and you got your tiger tail. They got a tiger tail ready, so you can't really get to them in time. You can do something like this, like jump attack twice, and then land with your weapon skill. So yeah, it might be a little bit redundant, but I mean if the edge is like really close, and you need just a little bit more distance for that, a little bit more damage. And you might want to do like the double jump attack into the weapon skill. You can't do the triple jump attack into the weapon skill, unfortunately. So yeah, that's D'Artagnan, guys, and remember to fake people out with this little dash, hit multiple people in team fights, follow up with your air dash. You can do your air dash off this, so it's a guaranteed knockdown with that. So maybe you wanna not risk that second hit there. Get that guaranteed hit to start your juggle with your weapon skill. And yeah, that's D'Artagnan, guys. And you can do that to multiple people, like bam. Great character. I'm sure you guys will enjoy it. I don't know if I did the counter or not. Let's briefly get the counter in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so he only attacks 3 times. So yeah, that's the counter. It looks like the lunge, kind of. I don't think it's a guaranteed counter, so you might want to kind of be wary about using that. It seems fast enough, but you know, I'm not the counter type. I like staying on offense, especially with a character like this. I don't like blocking. If I can avoid blocking, I'll do it. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys get to experience the awesomeness that is D'Artagnan eventually. And thanks for watching, guys.